Today's horoscope from Academy, Cancer, July 3, 2025. You can have a strong desire to pull yourself out of demanding situations today, but an equally strong pull towards taking a personal risk or two. However, even if it's not easy to see right now, there's a way to find a balance without having to overemphasize one thing or the other. Mercury is currently on an extended visit to your solar house, and today, it brings flashes of intuition and unique ideas to the table. This transit is general. Strong for putting effort into organizing your work and workspace, as well as seeking out information that helps you improve your health, habits, and daily routines. It's an excellent time to read, write, and discuss your work and patterns, and also to develop or brush up on necessary skills. Take in as much as you can, but also aim to take the time to sort out small problems and details. Tidying up your daily routines and improving habits can do wonders for you during this transit that lasts until September 3 ND. Mental Mercury recently threw on a new outfit, and you'll notice it right away. As our cosmic messenger ventures through the zodiac sign of Leo, you'll feel fired up to announce your desires, feelings, and thoughts to the world. This will invigorate you to your core. Use this energy to embrace your highly romantic, theatrical perspective on life and infuse it into your present relationships. If single, go for someone bold and dramatic who has a flair that captivates you. Swoon right at the door. You have a special knack for speaking and seducing from the heart, so go for it. The stakes are even higher when it comes to your health. The energy it takes to eat well and exercise often is infinitely less than the energy it takes to deal with illness. Take a moment to steer yourself in the right direction if tense, stressful times have put you off your usual health regimen. It's perfectly natural to turn to comfort foods and mood-altering behaviors in times of uncertainty. It's okay that you've perhaps leaned a little heavily on these creature comforts over the last many weeks, but given that this is a marathon and not a sprint, you now have the opportunity to adjust your course for the long haul. Drink at least 1 glass of water for every glass of wine or soda. Try to get more sleep, move more, experiment with checking the news only once a day, or every other day. Expression is the key today. This vibration day is certain to work well for you. And it comes to communication. Now is the time to express your expectations and ideals in both business and personal relationships. Don't be surprised if when communicating your wants and desires, you gain some closure to past issues that had appeared to be irresolvable. Take time this evening to enjoy your favorite hobby and unwind in general. Without a creative outlet, your sentimentality can become overwhelming. The moon has not only returned for its visit first to your relationship sector sync. Mars returned, but for its only visit while Venus is in your communication sector, and the last before after 6 years, Uranus is due to leave. It is the moon's alignment with Mars today that might evoke some strong emotional and passionate responses, just as Venus moves into the final 5 days of her mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice. With the moon, Mars, and Venus all in harmony, and the love, communication and relationship gods all working together, whatever this might flush out is going to find a voice. With Venus, the planet of love, just 5 and Uranus just 7 days away from leaving your communication sector, something that will leave it empty for the first time since 2019, it is all about having the communication lines open. With the moon not only in your relationship sector but aligned with Mars here today, this is giving Venus' mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice a serious boost. Cancer, your emotional depth holds surprising wisdom today. Quote of the day: feelings are messengers, not barriers. Color: sea pearl, gentle and intuitive. Lucky numbers: 3, 7, 19. Let your intuition guide you in a conversation or decision. What seems irrational may lead to something deeply true. Our eyes in the sky. For July 3 ND, 2025, the cards drawn are the Star, 9 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and Ace of Swords. This combination creates a story of hope emerging after challenge, of juggling responsibilities while still making room for inspiration, and of finding clarity through both courage and emotional honesty. The Star begins today's message like a quiet but powerful breath after a long exhale. It signals healing, faith, and inner alignment. No matter what your Going through or have just come through. This card reminds you that something luminous is returning to your life. It's that small but unmistakable spark that makes you say, maybe things can get better. You might feel it when you notice beauty in something ordinary, when someone shows up for you unexpectedly, or when a door opens after what felt like endless waiting. Today is about reconnecting with your sense of possibility. But this isn't naive hope, it's hard-earned. And that's where the 9-0 Wands comes in. This card recognizes that you've been through a lot. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're wondering how much longer you have to push forward before the weight lifts. Yet the 9 of Wands also speaks of resilience. You may be bruised, but you're not broken. You've already come so far, and today, there is strength in acknowledging that. If you're tempted to give up on something important, consider this your reminder that you're closer than you think. 2 of Pentacles weaves into reflecting the balancing act many of us are managing between work and rest, stability and change, practicality and creativity. You might be juggling responsibilities right now that feel heavy or competing. And yet, there's also room to dance in that balancing act. This card doesn't scold, it invites us to prioritize with grace, to notice when we're overextending, and to remember that life isn't meant to be carried alone. Ask yourself, what can be simplified? What would ease look like today, in small ways? From here, the energy softens and opens with the Knight of Cups. This is a card of emotional movement, of messages from the heart, of dreams that ask to be followed even if they don't make perfect sense on paper. Maybe today brings a heartfelt conversation or a moment of unexpected vulnerability. Maybe it's a creative impulse, a romantic gesture, or a realization that your feelings are guiding you towards something meaningful. Let this card encourage you to honor the emotional current beneath your day. There's wisdom in what you feel, not just what you think. And that's what brings us to the Ace of Swords, the breakthrough. This card is clarity, truth, and that sharp moment of insight where things begin to make sense. Something might click for you today, a decision, a boundary, an idea that cuts through confusion. It can be subtle or sudden, but it brings empowerment. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. Say yes to what feels aligned. Say no to what no longer fits. The Ace reminds us that honesty, especially with ourselves, is the first step toward liberation. Taken together, this reading tells the story of someone who is healing, resilient, learning to manage life's demands with more compassion, and starting to listen more closely to what really matters. Someone who is ready to both feel and act, and who is on the verge of a beautiful clarity. Let today be a reminder that you're allowed to grow slowly. That strength doesn't always look like pushing, it's sometimes looks like trusting. And that your voice, your truth, your vision are powerful tools for reshaping your future.